are back once again here at China232.com. And I'm Otis.
Hello.
And who do we have over here?
I am Andrew.
No-
Thanks for the introduction.
No surprises here today.
No surprises. It's the same group.
Same guys.
The
Look,
crazy two.
okay, interesting. Okay, so we're going to be talking about a misunderstanding today. What exactly is a misunderstanding?
What exactly is it?
Well, at least sort of what is it?
Okay. Well, a misunderstanding is when someone believes that they understand something, but in fact they do not. So if you could also say two people have a misunderstanding, they have that, meaning they both are thinking different things and there's a communication problem there.
Failure to communicate properly.
Failure to understand correctly.
Okay, so we're going to jump right into the story here. It's about two roommates and they have a misunderstanding. I'm just going to start reading this one. Okay. I have just moved in with my new roommate named Tony. He is pretty hilarious and a really cool guy, but the problem is that he is an absolute pig. He is the biggest slob I have ever met. Just the other day, for example, I had cooked dinner for us, and he went out as soon as we were finished eating. He got food all over the table. I thought that he could at least share with the dishwashing afterwards. I was getting really tired of this and knew I had to do something. The problem was that I didn't really know how to bring this up to him. I didn't want to seem like one of those guys who is a neat freak or anything, but this was getting out of control. I decided that enough was enough and tell him what I was thinking the next time I saw him. I said, I don't want to be annoying or anything, but would you mind helping me with the cleaning around here? He said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were doing the cleaning. I thought this place came with a maid service.
Sounds like a really bad excuse, Tony.
A lame one, Tone.
Bad excuse.
Right. Exactly. All right, let's jump right into the language points here. All right.
Okay, yes. First item up for bid. We have a pig.
Ooh.
Or a slob. Everyone knows what a pig is.
Right, what is a pig?
Well, the kind of animal. But if you call somebody a pig, you're saying they're very dirty or messy.
Right.
Same with a slob.
Okay. Why would you call someone a dirty person or a slob or a pig, though?
Maybe they don't clean the room. They don't do the dishes. They leave food around. They leave their clothes around.
Right. So in general, they make a mess.
Right. That's a pig or a slob, but also that's a slob for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, pig has one more special meaning.
Oh, that's true. Do tell.
And that is if someone, this is rude to say again, we have a lot of these words, but
you should know them, though.
You should know them.
Don't say them.
Know them not to say them. And if someone says them to you, you can get pissed off at them, get angry at them. But anyway, if somebody eats a lot of food, too much fatty foods, you can say they are a pig. If you're overeating, they're being a pig.
Right.
Don't be such a pig. Okay. Next one is
getting really tired of this. The feeling of getting really tired of something. What does that feeling mean exactly?
Getting really tired of this is just getting really annoyed, getting really bothered. You're not sleepy. You don't want to go to sleep, but you're tired of it. You don't want this behavior anymore. You're sick of it.
Right. You don't want this to go on anymore. You've done it, right? This is it.
Right.
Okay. What about the next point here? So what happened was the roommate was feeling very annoyed with all of this being a pig or a slob. So, but what was the problem though? He didn't know how to bring this up to Tony, right?
He didn't know how to mention this point because they're new roommates, right? And when you have a new roommate, sometimes you feel a little awkward because you want to be friends.
You feel uncomfortable.
And you don't want to sound like you're a complaining kind of person. Oh, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that kind of thing?
Nag. Right, you're being annoying.
You don't want to do that at all.
You don't want to sound like someone's mother, right?
Right. And especially guys are sensitive about well, girls are sensitive too.
For sure. You don't want to give people a bad impression of you.
Sensitive about different things.
Right.
Anyway, the point here is to bring something up. He didn't know how to bring it up. He didn't know how to talk about it.
Right. He didn't know how to talk about this uncomfortable feeling. How else can we use this? One more example to bring up something.
You give me an example.
Okay, that's even better. We will, for example, the idea of bringing something up, we could say, okay, I'm in a restaurant and I didn't really know how to bring up to my friend that I didn't have any money, so he was going to have to pay the bill. I felt really awkward and uncomfortable about this.
He would have to cover for you.
Right, exactly.
Another good line, right? He would have to pay for you. You didn't know how to bring it up. It's
right,
embarrassing.
You covered me. You helped me out. Thanks, man. All right, moving
no
on.
problem. Next point is the roommate said he did not want to be one of those guys. What did he mean by one of those guys?
Right. I mean, when you say one of those guys, you're talking about, you don't want to be described like this. You're one of those guys. It's a kind of guy that has a bad quality, right? It's a negative thing.
It's one of the people that you're talking about. You
Right.
don't want to be one of those guys who is a complaining kind of guy.
Right.
In this case,
and
in
a
this story.
lot of times you can use it in a different way too. You might say about describing someone else. They say, "What do you think about Alex?" We go, "Oh, I don't know. He's one of those guys that's he's pretty annoying." Okay. He makes you really pissed off.
He's one of those annoying guys.
But you can also use it in a positive way, I should mention. You can go, "He's one of those guys who everybody loves."
He's one of those guys everyone likes. Yeah.
Right.
Great.
Okay, so
I would like to be one of those guys. I'm not. I'm one of those guys that some people like, and I'm happy with that.
Well, at least you're some of the way there then. Not bad, I'd say.
Not bad. I'm working on my personality all the time, and so should everyone.
Good one. Okay. Next one, neat freak.
What is a freak? First of all,
A freak is someone that's different from a normal person.
in a bad way.
Right, not good.
You're crazy. You're ridiculous.
Strange.
Very strange in a bad way. And neat is you have things very clean and organized, which some people think if you're a neat, you can go overboard with this. You can be too neat and tidy all the time, always cleaning.
So that means you need it neat. You can't even control yourself if it's not neat.
If there's one little thing that's not clean, you go crazy. One of those people, they're called neat freaks.
Freaks. Right. Okay, the next one we have getting out of control.
I'm out of control.
I'm out of control. Okay, good. What does that mean to get out of control? That means you cannot handle it comfortably anymore. You can't handle the situation.
You cannot handle the situation. It's almost to the point where you cannot handle it because it's getting out of control.
Right, it's getting bigger and bigger here. So what was getting out of control here was Tony's habit of not cleaning anything.
Yep, you felt you couldn't take it anymore. You could not control it.
Right, okay. The next one we have was enough was enough.
Good line. Enough is enough means you've had it. Okay? You're finished. You cannot take it any longer. You can't bear it.
All right, it's
Right.
like you looked at something before. Enough, that was finished. And now enough is enough. So we're done. We've had enough of this.
We're finished. Something needs to be done. You've reached the threshold or the breaking
the
point.
limit. It's over now. Okay. The next one is be annoying or anything. He didn't want to be annoying or anything.
Okay, so this or anything is talking about anything like annoying.
Or anything else bad that you don't want to seem like.
Anything in that realm, anything near to annoying, right? So I don't want to be annoying or anything means I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be irritating. I don't want to be the kind of person that people don't like, right? This is what you're saying. I don't want to be bad in any way.
Right,
basically.
so you might say, you can say this again, like, I don't want to be a bad guy or anything, but, come on.
Yeah. So you're kind of, you're justifying what you're saying. You're saying, I don't want to sound bad, but I mean, Tony, clean the dishes.
Right. So you're saying that you realize if you just make this statement, it's probably going to sound bad, but you don't want to sound bad. You're saying that you're actually a nice guy. You just wanted to talk about it. Right.
We are done for today, but before you go, please get on the website. Give us your comments about this. Tell your friends about it so we can have more people listening and read the stuff and put it on your MP3 player.
Right. Tell us what you think. Tell them what you think. And have some comments, questions, suggestions, or anything else that you would like us to do. Because you know what? We are your puppets over here at China 232